Yeah, let me just do this. Oop. There you go, partner.
Oh, okay. About the drummer, the one who's an animal.
Yeah, Frankie. Where is he? Probably playing video games.
He is?
Probably, I don't know. I mean, you have to go look. He's usually around doing something crazy. That's not very crazy, but...
Well, have I ever... Here, you want it?
No. Thank you.
Okay, where were we?
Before John asked that question, we were talking about videos and your feelings pro and con about please. If you could do a soundtrack, or if Quiet Riot could do a soundtrack, what would the film be about? What would the ideal film be for your music?
Oh, I can't. A soundtrack usually somebody sits in the background. And I can't ever imagine anything we do ever sitting in the background. It's too obnoxious.
Think so?
I got a battery light here. Let's go with it until you have it down.
Too out front.
Oh yeah,
your presence
soundtrack with this voice. Phew. I wouldn't watch the movie. I mean, I wouldn't mind listening to the voice, but I couldn't certainly do both at the same time. I think we're too out front to do anything like that. It would have to be without me, that's for sure. And only that Carl's, that guitar sound. I mean, can you imagine The Who doing a soundtrack to anything? Even Quadrophenia, I mean, it was certainly toned down for the movie, you know.
For the purposes of this promo that we're doing, you know, you're putting up this fight with Def Leppard, but you were telling us that, earlier today that you feel a debt to Def Leppard and AC/DC and some of the other bands. Can you verbalize how that works out for you?
Heavy metal was very popular in the early 70s, and then it sort of lost its momentum, and this whole new wave nonsense came into vogue. And it really took, that's an idea, it took AC/DC to bring the heavy metal movement, in my opinion. A lot of people think it's I think it's someone else, but in my opinion, I think it's AC/DC started it, broke a few doors open, and then Def Leppard broke the radio wide open for what we do. And I think we've broken it open for whoever the next guy's going to be. Because not a whole lot of us. I mean, you know, the statement about there being room at the top, it's very accurate because it's very crowded at the bottom. I can attest to it. I was there for quite a while.
Right. So you're not really fighting Def Leppard, you're fighting with them more than against them.
We're not against them at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, there's no competition. It's actually great to have a band that's very, you know, popular like that I can listen to and get some musical enjoyment out of, as opposed to a lot of so-called heavy metal stuff that's just actually a lot of noise. Funny I should say so, having the title of the song, you know, Feel the Noise, but I don't listen to a whole lot of recent stuff myself. I listen to older stuff. But it's pleasant to listen to Def Leppard because I like their music quite a bit.
What's it mean to you musically to go to Def Leppard and Judas Priest's turf? You know, financially it's probably not the greatest thing in the world to play Britain, but on the other hand, you're going to where those people have come from. What's it like what do you anticipate seeing their fans bringing your music?
Well, you know, Def Leppard has lost their following in England, pretty much. They've the English feel they've deserted them for the States. But going to the English audience in general scares me, because a lot of things that I do and say on stage are directed towards Americans and the American way of thinking, you know, and there's a lot of things I say that they wouldn't get the gist of what I'm trying to say over in England. So I've sort of got to rethink my approach for an English audience.
Some of the between the songs.
Yeah, the between the song raps are going to be a bit different for England, a little shorter.
Do you think a Motorhead or Iron Maiden fan is going to be a Quiet Riot fan?
Some are. Over there, we'll see. I really don't know. You know, I hate to make predictions on things because I'm usually wrong. I said this album would never get in the top 10. It was too heavy metal, and it went to #1. So what do I know?
What about the circumstances? I mean, you were basically in the clubs when Michael Jackson locked out the charts, and since, you know, it seems like an eternity with Michael Jackson and the Police. Yeah. How did it all fall into place for you that all of a sudden there you were? You know?
I guess we happened to have the right record at the right time, and also we had a hit single at the time when Michael Jackson and the Police, especially, their records were starting to drop in sales. But as far as why did we become so successful, if I could answer that question, I can make everybody here a lot of money.
What did you
You know.
do the moment you heard that mental health had gone #1? What was the feeling?
I said, nah, no way. I thought everybody's pulling my leg. See, I thought we had a chance of going #1 the week before. And when it didn't go #1 the week before, I figured we've lost it now. That's it, you know. 2, have to do it #2. I just flipped. I mean, you know, it's a hard thing to describe, you know. How does it feel to be so successful? Well, obviously it feels incredible, but it's hard to tell someone how great it feels. You know, it's incredible.
You had to have been on the other side to appreciate the success.
Yeah,
To be out there on the club.
yeah. That, you know, I don't like playing clubs.
What about any sophomore jitters now? You're getting ready to do the second album.
Hold it. I gotta change that account here. Just 2 seconds.
All right.
We're almost
Sure.
Tape rolling. So we're talking about the indescribableness.
Yeah, well, no, we were actually moving on to the second album, Jitters.
Oh,
here.
right.
Do you have any?
Nope. No, I don't. And that's what everybody seems to, but everybody's trying to give them to me because everybody else does. Not in the group, though. But everybody, all the business people all have jitters about the second album, and they keep trying to give them to us.
Do you think that's because they sense the fickle behavior of the fans? Or?
No, they sense when a record has gone this big on a first album, do you have any material to back it up? You know, they think the songs were so good on Metal Health because there was 8 years of club gigs to write a lot of good songs. They think about what happened with Boston. But see, I don't worry about it at all because we got 3 more Metal Health albums of songs from years, you know, of playing the clubs. So the next album is going to be basically side 3 and 4 of Metal Health. It doesn't worry me at all.
Similar themes?
Yes, very similar themes. It's going to be basically the very similar record. It's not going to try to repeat Metal Health. It's going to be more of the same, not a repetition. Just, you know, there'll be some different things on it, but basically the same sort of thing. It'll sound a bit better too.
In a word, what's rock and roll mean to you?
Happiness.
I think that's it. Anything we didn't cover that you've been waiting to get off
Been
your
dying
chest?
to nail on somebody? Or?
Get a little hair. Let's again. This microphone.
Any MBS raps?
No, great, good one. Sure.
First one to Michelle.
Hand me shoving pizza in my face.
Next one is to Ellen.
To Ellen.
Yes. The next one. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Is to Patrick, Peter, and Bernadette. There's 3 names in one.
Okay, now
Okay.
this
Patrick,
is to Patrick,
Peter,
Peter,
and Bernadette.
and spell that one.
BERNADETTE.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
No
Lots of good luck to
problem.
you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank
There
you
you
very
go.
much.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Want to grab the lobster?
Yeah, sure. Just hold on one sec. Yeah, I got it.
Sorry, sorry.
Mark.
Why is it Mark?
Yeah.
I thought it might be Curtis, but it's Curtis.
No. Oh yeah.
Oh well.
Let's just snark this pizza and get.
Hey, I like that. Hey, gentlemen.